Hi, this is Trey Passer. As promised in my vlog, I went to see Rogue One. I saw it in 3D. I didn't see it in IMAX, but I saw it in 3D. Uh, of course, this is the prequel, I guess, to Star Wars. Basically, if you've seen the trailer, you know what the premise of this is. A band of rebels, basically, trying to sneak, in to steal the plans for the Death Star. So, which kind of leads into the first, or not the first Star Wars movie, but the fourth one, Chapter 4. Anyway, this movie stars Felicity Jones. She plays Jyn Erso. She's the daughter of Galen Erso, played by Mads Mikkelsen. And when they show you in the beginning when she's a little kid and her father, they're living on a farm, her and her father and her mother, and of course Commander Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn, he lands on the planet, and of course you can see that they're waiting for him. So he kind of sends his daughter and wife away while he deals with them. He's a scientist, and of course they come for him to try to get him back to help develop the Death Star, basically. Okay, and basically, from that point on, like I said, you've seen the trailer, she's on her own. Okay, and Forrest Whitaker's character he plays Saw Gerrera. He's I guess a rebel leader, and he's the one that kind of takes her in. Okay, when she's little, but they they kind of jumpstart that. They jumpstart it. The movie skips ahead to the present, where she's basically a rebel soldier and a criminal, and she's locked up in jail. And you see her; she gets let out of jail, and of course she gets brought to the rebels, where they basically tell her that, listen, your father is developing this weapon. Okay, this Death Star is supposed to be a planet killer, and we need your help to find out. To get, actually, they want her to contact Saw Gerrera, who raised her, to help them get, to kind of make a truce with him, because he's kind of like a freelance guy. He's kind of working on his own. They want him to come back into the fold so they can, see if these plans for the Death Star are true, and if they are true, can they steal the plans? Now, this movie was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this movie. This was kind of like old-fashioned Star Wars to me. It really reminded me of the earlier movies. It really did. Gareth Edwards, I think, to me, did a great job setting it up with the characters. Like, you got Diego Luna, he plays Cassian Andor. He's the guy with the robot that you see. He's a rebel guy. He actually is the one that meets Jen when she's when they explain to her what they want her to do and stuff. And you got got a lot of different characters in here. Like I said, you have Jimmy Smits in here, who plays Bail Organa. Of course, when he raised Princess Leia, he's in the movie as well. And you have all these other different characters. Donnie Yen, you got Wang Yang. They play all these different interesting characters that are rebels that get along. And what I like about the movie, exactly, it feels like old-fashioned Star Wars to me. Okay, it really does feel like old-fashioned Star Wars to me. And Felicity Jones, I thought she did a great job as Jyn Erso. There's a couple of moments in there where she just kind of breaks your heart, especially. But I don't want to spoil it exactly. But like I said, this plan is one of these dangerous plans, and basically by you can pretty much guess, if you've seen the first original Star Wars, how this is going to turn out. But still, the journey to get there is excellent. Really old-fashioned Star Wars, and really, with stormtroopers, shooting bad, and rebels blowing stuff up, and just a lot of hope and a lot of, and also, like I said, this is no secret because you've seen it in the trailers. Darth Vader's in this movie, which kind of just makes it even that much better. And I love the way Gareth Edwards uses him. And there's somebody else in this movie that I don't want to spoil, that I wasn't expecting that person that was in this movie. Well, actually, it's two people, excuse me, that are in this movie that I wasn't expecting to be in this movie, which I don't want to spoil, which really made me grin with a big smile on my face. And I love that they include those two characters in this movie. That really just made the movie for me. But the heart of this movie is Jyn Erso and her relationship with her father, and her love for her father, which is, Felicity Jones really makes you feel that, and you feel that connection, that family connection, and that her longing, and her being separated from him, and her wanting to save him, and it just really gets you right here, and it just makes it, like I said, old-fashioned Star Wars, which is family and rebels fighting against against the Empire and stuff. And just really, they did, I think Garth Edwards did a great job with the script, and and the direction really made it feel like an old-fashioned Star Wars movie. And it really feels like it actually did happen in that time, right before the fourth movie. And it just really did an excellent job. I really like this, and I really definitely want to see this movie again. It's just really thumbs up for me. This it's like old-fashioned Star Wars. So I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. I really, really liked it. It just really just felt like old-fashioned Star Wars, and I love the way they used Darth Vader in this movie. That was absolutely excellent. The way they used him was absolutely fantastic. And when you see that, when you see it, and it makes you want to see it again, you're just going to go, oh my God, Garth Edwards is a genius. The way he did it, and